Hello, I'm Lene Rhodes, owner of Mix Cosmetics. I make custom organic makeup, skincare, facial care, kind of whatever, you name it, I make it custom. And I also teach people how to make products and what's in their products. So today I'm going to talk about eyeshadow. So really, you can wear 3 different kinds of eyeshadow. You can use powder, either pressed or loose. You can use a cream, or you can use a liquid like a gel-based eyeshadow. And there are kind of different eyeshadows that are good for different ages and to get different effects. So I'm going to show you the 3 different effects and kind of which pigments you should use in each base. So here we go. We're going to start with basically a matte iron oxide. So matte iron oxide, they often say you shouldn't use shimmer, you shouldn't use sparkle as you age, but it's not really true because mattes are really kind of hard on your skin, or they're not hard on your skin, they can look really terrible. So I'm going to use my hand because my hand has some wrinkly bits that would actually show up and show you once you start aging. Look at, okay, so see, and the screen just doesn't show it, but it looks kind of dry and powdery. So there is a brown loose mineral matte shadow, and it shows every line on my hand. But then here is a really sparkly, shimmery, I need to pull my little sticks over here so they're available so I don't poke my fingers in the pigments. That's no good. So then, here we go. Here is, kind of on the same wrinkly section of my hand, I'm putting the sparkle. And the sparkle, you can see, it shows up every wrinkle in my hand. Yeah, there's kind of no way to show you on the screen. Maybe, oh, yep, there it is. There it's, so you can see every single wrinkle, which is what it would do on your eyelid as you age. Okay, so how do you prevent that? First of all, you use something that's not quite so sparkly or so matte. Use something kind of in the middle. So in the middle, this has a little bit of shimmer, and okay, let's go to another wrinkly, slightly less wrinkly, or about the same wrinkly section. So okay, here we go. There we go. It's shimmery, but it's not sparkly. And see, it's not showing up every single wrinkle like the super sparkly and like the matte did. So find something in the middle if you're going to use loose minerals or loose eyeshadow or powdered eyeshadow, pressed type, any pressed or loose. Okay, so there we go. Getting rid of that. Go away. So now gel. Why use a gel eyeshadow? Gel eyeshadow is going to super intensify your, I'm kind of looking down because I have my table right here, so sorry, I'm kind of distracted a little bit. So gel is going to hydrate your skin, but it is going to just so intensify your color. So if you want really intense color, I don't know why I closed these up. Here I am, I'm making stuff and I'm closing the pigments. So I've got the little gel base on there, and I'm going to add that middle of the road color that I added that wasn't sparkly, but it wasn't, but it was shimmery and it wasn't matte. So here we go. I've got that in there. I can poke my finger in this one because it's going to be thrown away. Okay, so look at that. So that, look at how well that shows up. It's so intensified. So it's quite fabulous. And all right, so that's like a gel or a liquid. That's what a gel or a liquid is good for, is to intensify your color, help it go from a liquid to a powder sort of setting finish to help it stay on there all day. That's kind of what a gel is great for. It's not great for mattes, and I'll show you that here real quick. We'll get matte mixed up. I'm getting that mixed up here. So here we go. It's not bad, but it's just not great. Although it can help. It's going to intensify the color so much. So here we go. Look at how intense that color ended up getting. So I'd have to add a lot of white to that. So that's why it's kind of for mattes. But really, I mean, if you want a matte that blends down and stays put all day long, your gel is going to be a pretty good choice. Okay, so then the last option is, of course, the cream base. So the cream base is generally made up of, I can't find my paper towels. So we're just gonna wipe it on my arm here, and so you'll see all like piles of color. Okay, so then I'm actually gonna use a fresh stick here instead of, since I put that on my skin, we need something fresh. So a fresh little stick, and here's my cream storage container. And so I'm gonna get some of that. So this is just made up of base oils, shea butter and jojoba oil and some beeswax. And so I'm gonna add the matte color to that, because really mattes are fabulous in a cream base because they have great staying power, and as you age, and if you wanna wear a matte color, a cream is the best way to go for your matte color. So here we go. Matte. So you've got your gel right here, and it has a slightly dryish, you can see it has kind of a dry appearance. And then here is your cream base. See, it gives that nice moisturized effect and doesn't look, it's not focusing. Here we go. So it gives you that nice moisturized effect, and it doesn't make that matte look dry. It doesn't make your skin look wrinkly and dried out. So that matte color is way better in the cream. But you can add sparkly shadows, but it's gonna pull that sparkle down so much. So here is fresh stick again. Here we go, fresh stick. I always break them in half because they're so long that, like, when I'm digging stuff out, they just break in half anyway. So here we go. Broken stick, a little bit of cream base. I don't need as much as I grabbed here. So a little bit of cream base on my palette. My palette's getting to be quite the neutral thing going on here. So look at all those. So I'm gonna add this super sparkly brown pigment that I was playing with earlier, saying don't use this as you age because it is going to show up in your wrinkles and crevices and whatnot. But here we go in the cream. I'm gonna stir that in real quick, and it's almost done. Here we go. Here is what that incredibly sparkly pigment looks like. It's much prettier, or it's much less sparkly. Oh, I got a little bit of the other stuff in there. But it still has a little bit of sparkle, and it's not setting in my wrinkles. It's not making me look wrinkly and aged. Of course, using my arm, I guess I should use the back of my hand for this where it's really wrinkly. Okay, so here we go. It's gonna give me that moisturized look instead of setting. See, there we go. It's still slightly shimmery and not setting into all my wrinkles and crevices. So there we go. There's a little bit of discovery about why dry or pressed loose type minerals, eyeshadows, why cream and why gels, and the difference, what they do to each pigment. So I hope this has been informative, and I hope you know maybe a little bit more about what to use. So when you're young, you can use it all, but you might have oilier skin. So honestly, the cream with all of its oil bases might not be the best choice. That might be the thing that kind of gets in your crease. Whereas you age, you absorb that oil, and so then as you're older, wearing the super sparkly dry pigments, they're gonna sit in your crevices and show off those lines. So there we go, a little bit of what pigment you might put in which type of base to get the effect you're looking for at a different age. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions, as always, comment below or email me, text me, message me. I love to hear from you. So we'll talk soon. Actually, we're gonna talk right after this about concealer and coloring concealer, because somebody asked me that question and it's kind of nice to batch the videos. So we'll talk soon. Have a great week. Thank you.